Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hot Girls and Hockey podcast. My name is Sarah. If you're new here, this is the show where we talk about all things hockey, the what to knows, the who to knows, and everything in between. And it is so good to be back and talking about hockey after the past 2 weeks that I've had. They were rough, to say the least. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch or listen to last week's episode, the previous one. It's only 5-7 minutes long. Basically, I went over where I've been and what's happening in my life and with the show and yeah. So now I'm back into the swing of things, and this is going to be a hockey and chill to kind of ease me back into the, routine of uploading. And oh boy, do we have so much to talk about. First off, let's just get the formalities out of the way. Sharks Cup, non-branded, black sherry, hard seltzer. Grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever you want, and let's get into it. Cheers. Okay, I feel that I cannot just ignore the elephant in the room. So I'm going to address it first. The Sharks. Something clicked. I feel that something clicked with the guys, because now they're truly playing not like they love to win, but like they hate to lose, to quote Shorzy. Because they've just been on fucking fire. This is the highest, at least that I've seen so far, of them being in our division standings. We're above Edmonton. We're above the Edmonton Oilers. And yeah, I know what you're going to say. It's still really early in the season. Sarah, it's literally November. They have until April. Let's just kind of chill, not put all of our eggs in one basket, and jump the gun and be like, oh my God, playoffs bound, even though my boyfriend is already like that and I am trying to be the realist in the relationship. But it's hard to be a realist when you see your team doing so well and you get so excited and you're just like, oh my gosh. Because to be a Sharks fan is to know that you're going to get shit on in a, joking way, in a not so joking way. And you kind of just, roll with the punches and you kind of just take it and you're like, oh yeah, haha, Sharks fan, da da da. It's kind of like being a Vikings fan or a Raiders fan or what's a baseball team that's not very good? I don't know. Oakland A's, are they MLB? An Oakland A's fan, or are they Vegas A's now? I don't know. I don't know baseball, but it's kind of like being one of those fans of a team that at one point was doing really, really well, and is now not so much doing well. But you have loyalty to them, and obviously you're not going to abandon them unless you do abandon them, and then don't want to see you jumping back onto the bandwagon once they start doing good again. That's all I'll say about that. But it's very exciting. So I'm very, very impressed with how the boys have been playing, especially our two guys, Smitty and Mac. They're playing like NHL players. And that's not to say that last season they played bad. They played like it was a rookie season. I can definitely see where their training is coming in and all the work that they're putting into their skills, their stick handling, their puck handling, and everything like that. It's paying off is the big thing. And they're playing like real NHL players, and that's just so fascinating to watch. What was also fascinating to watch was Matt getting high sticked and chipping his teeth. He got them fixed. I can only assume they found the bits of teeth and then just glued them back on, but I don't know. I'm not a dentist, never claimed to be, so I don't know exactly how that process works. But I almost wish that he didn't, and that he just went through life being the guy with two chipped teeth in the front of his mouth. But I mean, I can get from a cosmetic standpoint why you'd want to fix them. And then also there's Mario Ferrero, who's lost, oh gosh, I think I'm trying to think probably like maybe 3-4 teeth. And so now he has the little they're not veneers, but like the denture kind of thing that he wears for like press events and stuff to not like scare little children. And I think he wore them for his wedding photos too. But there's like guys like Mario and the ones that are like just they wear their missing teeth with pride, because it's kind of a thing, I think, especially if you're wanting to pursue hockey as a professional career, that at one point or another you're going to lose a tooth, and you kind of come to accept that, you know. That's what having a real good dentist is for, I feel. So all that, super, super exciting. Love it, love it, love it. I feel that the season will be a very interesting one. Boston's been doing pretty good. Don't know what the hell's going on with Florida with the Panthers. I don't want to say it's because, like, obviously Kachuk's gone and Barkov, their captain's gone too. I don't want to say it's because of that. And, you know, Brad Marchand is a really, really good player. And I don't want to say he's, like, carrying the team, because obviously they have really good players on there, like Evan Rodriguez. And, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it, but I think his last name was Reinhardt. But they have really good players on their team, but they're just kind of, I don't know. The Sharks beat them, which was very interesting and very thrilling to watch. What was also really thrilling was their game against the Jets, the Sharks game against the Jets. That was a very thrilling watch too. But yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with the Panthers this season. So I guess we'll just have to see exactly what happens. Like I keep having to remind myself, it's literally November. The season just started last month, and I'm not going to get my hopes up for anything, for any team. I'm just going to watch my little games and hope that my team does decent. And that's about all I can do. I would love to see them make playoffs. I was telling my boyfriend, like, if they do make it, I feel that they probably wouldn't get past the first round. And that's just the realist in me being like, okay, they're going to be going up against some of the best teams. Well, wildcard teams. But you know what I mean? Like, teams that did really well. So, I don't know. This is all like speculation, because we don't even know who the hell is going to make playoffs at this point. It could be fucking the Flames, for all I know. They could make it to the finals. I don't think so, but they could. And in other hockey news, let's see what has been going on. What's been the scoop? Let's see. As I've said, Macklin is doing amazing. I'm pretty sure he's leading the NHL right now in points. And a lot of people, they had been comparing him and Connor Bedard together, especially because, if you know, Connor Bedard was the number 1 overall pick for the 2023 draft, which is the same draft that we got Will Smith. He was 4th overall. And then Macklin Celebrini was the 1st overall for the 2024 NHL draft. And, I mean, it's kind of like the Sidney Crosby, Alex Ovechkin thing, because they were both overall number 1 picks in each of their NHL draft classes, respectively. And a lot of people pitted them together so much, and put a pin in that, because I will come back to it in a little bit. But it's very, I mean, obviously I wasn't around during the time of this. This was like 2005, 2006. So I was like 7, 8 years old. I could have been watching it, but I was busy like playing with Webkins and watching Degrassi. So was watching Canadian media, but just not hockey. So I can't attest to exactly what the atmosphere around comparing the two number 1 overall picks together was like, but a lot of people have been saying that this is very reminiscent of that, pitting Celebrini and Bedard together. And I'll say this just because the boys have said it way better than I have. They're like, literally, we're just both playing really good hockey. And I think that's what people should be focusing on, and not who's playing the better better at hockey. If that makes sense. I feel like that just did not make sense at all, but I'm not even gonna correct myself. They should just be comparing like how their teams are doing instead of just them as players. But my take on it, I think they are both very young players. Connor Bedard is 20 years old. He turns 21 next year. Macklin Celebrini is 19 years old. He turns 20 years old next year. And their frontal lobes aren't even fully developed yet. And you're already comparing them to some of the greatest in their profession and making similarities and projecting them to be great when they are still very, 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 very early in their careers. This is only Bedard's third season and Celebrini's second season, like in the NHL. So just my take, just get off their jock. Like, let the boys just play and focus on their teams and focus on rebuilding, because they are both on teams that are in rebuilding stages. Chicago maybe a little bit behind compared to San Jose, but they're both like, they have bigger fish to fry than worrying about each other. And I think we should just let them improve as players on their own without comparison. And then once they're a little bit older, then we can start. And I know that's probably an unpopular opinion. There probably is going to be someone who's like, no, they're big boys. They're playing a big boy sport in a big boy league. They should be able to be treated like big boys. And like, fair enough. True. They know what they're signing up for when they sign their NHL contracts, when they, decide to enter the draft and all that stuff. They know what they're signing up for, and they know exactly how the media is going to treat them, especially being a first overall pick. And yeah, they know it. Does not mean that we have to be assholes about it. And doesn't mean that they can, or that they aren't allowed to be irritated by it. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my take on it. But what do I know? I'm just a girl who loves hockey, loves these players, and really just wants the best for them. They're like the NHL's fun little brothers right now. So I'm so excited to see what the future holds for both of them, whether that's Bedard taking Chicago to a cup after so many years, or Celebrini leading the Sharks to their very first cup. Who knows? The future is teal, and I'll insert Chicago's slogan here. I don't know what it is. The future's red. I don't fucking know. So now there's all the NHL stuff. I'm gonna want to talk just a little bit about the PWHL. If you don't know what that is, that's the Professional Women's Hockey League, and they just named their Vancouver team and their Seattle team. We got the Seattle Torrents and the Vancouver Golden Eyes. Very interesting choices for names. The players seem to like it, but fans are kind of 50-50. It's some of them absolutely love it, some of them fucking hate it. But at least the PWHL is expanding, and we love to see it. I am planning on doing another episode all about the PWHL and just about women's hockey in general, the history of it and all that good stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I'll put it in the poll that I'm going to be posting later today after this episode comes out, and you can vote on it from there, just depending on what order it'll go in. But that is going to be one of the options for my poll for an episode. So I'm very excited about that, and just excited about women's hockey in general. I feel that it's getting more and more popular, and I don't know, I'm just very excited. I love women in sports, women in STEM. Love. All right. Now time to bring up what I said to kind of put a pin in earlier. So I'm not saying that it is absolutely based on this, but have you guys seen that new show that's gonna be on Crave TV called Heated Rivalry? They have the trailer out for it, and I've been told that it is supposedly based on the rivalry between Ovechkin and Crosby back in the day. But if they were they were gay or just not straight and they started hooking up with each other.
Hi everyone, sorry about the audio quality and about the jump cut very abruptly. Editing Sarah here. I just wanted to mention that I do know that it is based off of a book, but I'm just saying that I was told that the book was supposedly also kind of based or inspired by the Crosby-Ovechkin rivalry. Okay, get it? Got it? Good. All right, thank you. Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
And I'm not one to take fan fiction pretty much and try to, use it as definitively this is what it's about. And I don't mean to promote fan fiction ideas or shipping real people. I have been a fangirl of various fandoms since I was probably 9, 10, 11. And I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two, and sometimes it gets really, really too much. And I obviously don't want to put any ideas out there that aren't true. This is just what I've been told, was that this new show on Crave TV in Canada has been, or was based on kind of a fan fiction idea of the Crosby-Ovechkin rivalry. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the show Heated Rivalry is supposed to debut on November 28th of this year, so in a couple of weeks now. And it is just about just two hockey players who are rivals pretty much. They are really, really good players that are getting pitted against each other, and they be fucking in the trailer. And both the actors are very, very handsome men. I'm very excited to watch this. I'm just so, I really loved Red, White, and World Blue. If you've never seen that movie, oh my god, it's on Amazon Prime. It's so good. It made me cry. It was so good. I love the actors in it. And I'm excited to watch this because it's kind of the same thing. It's two people in power of the same category falling for each other, and it just happens to be two men. So I'm excited about that, and I'm happy that there's gonna be at least some gay representation in hockey. It's because I feel like it's very much not represented well in sports in general, really, but what do I know? And yeah, that is it for today's episode. It's short and sweet. I wanted to ease myself back into filming and editing, uploading, all that stuff. And I hope that you enjoy just geeking with me about hockey, about the season, about Heated Rivalry, about PWHL. And yeah, if you are watching this on YouTube, please make sure to comment, and subscribe to the channel. It does help out a lot. If you're listening to this on Spotify, please make sure to give the show a good rating. You can always follow the show's Instagram page. It's at Hot Girls Learn Hockey, or the show's TikTok page, which is at HGLH Pod. I upload now my new schedule every Thursday at 2 p.m. So don't forget that. Don't be waiting on Tuesdays and waiting, because nothing will show up. It will show up on Thursdays. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.